What happens when Hollywood's biggest stars date someone old enough to be their parent, or young enough to be their child? These shocking celebrity romances sparked outrage, endless gossip, and non-stop headlines. But behind the massive age gaps were relationships nobody could stop talking about. Today, we're diving into the most controversial Hollywood couples, including the pair that shocked fans the most. For years, Leonardo DiCaprio was known as Hollywood's ultimate bachelor, so when he began dating Camila Morrone, the public reaction was immediate. Instead of celebrating the romance, many focused on the couple's 23-year age difference. In 2017, Leonardo was 43 while Camila was just 20, and critics quickly revived long-standing jokes about the actor's history of dating younger women. The relationship reportedly began quietly after the two were seen together in Los Angeles following an event in South Beach, Florida. At first, neither of them commented publicly, but the media frenzy only grew stronger. Social media exploded with memes about Leonardo supposedly never dating women older than 25. Late-night hosts mocked the relationship, while critics questioned whether it could ever last. Yet despite the constant attention, the couple stayed remarkably private for nearly 5 years. There were no dramatic interviews or flashy social media moments. Instead, the public only caught occasional glimpses of them on vacations, attending award shows, or enjoying quiet evenings together. Over time, many fans believed the relationship was more serious than people assumed. Camila later defended their relationship in an interview, saying that adults should be free to date whoever they choose, regardless of age differences. Still, in 2022, shortly after she turned 25, reports surfaced that the couple had split. Almost instantly, the internet revived the old jokes. Neither Leonardo nor Camila spoke much about the breakup, and their romance ended as quietly as it had begun. Jay-Z and Beyoncé were never seen as just another celebrity couple. Together, they became a cultural empire built on music, business, influence, and mystery. But behind the glamorous image was a relationship tested by pressure, heartbreak, and the difficult choice to keep fighting for each other. Their story began around 1999, when Beyoncé was only 18 and rising to fame with Destiny's Child, while Jay-Z was already an established force in hip-hop nearing 30. Unlike many Hollywood romances, their connection developed slowly. Beyoncé later explained that they spent time building trust and friendship before becoming romantically involved. Shared ambition and mutual respect laid the foundation for what would become one of entertainment's most powerful partnerships. When they released 2003 Bonnie and Clyde, fans immediately sensed their chemistry. By the time they quietly married in 2008, they were already considered music royalty. For years, they appeared untouchable, balancing global fame with an unusually private personal life. That image changed in 2016 when Beyoncé released the deeply personal album Lemonade. The project explored betrayal, anger, and healing, leading many fans to believe it reflected real struggles in their marriage. Later, Jay-Z admitted he had been unfaithful. Yet instead of separating, the couple chose to rebuild. In 2017, they welcomed twins Rumi and Sir, joining their oldest daughter, Blue Ivy. Over time, their relationship came to represent something deeper than a fairy tale. Two imperfect people choosing love, forgiveness, and resilience despite public scrutiny. Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra seemed like an unlikely match at first glance. He was the former boy band star adored by millions of young fans, while she was an internationally known Bollywood actress and former Miss World with an established career long before they met. Their 10-year age difference also quickly became a major topic in the media and entertainment press around the world, with many people openly questioning whether the relationship could truly last. The pair first appeared together publicly at the 2017 Met Gala as guests of Ralph Lauren, though their romance had not yet begun. Nick later revealed that he had first contacted Priyanka through a direct message, simply saying he thought they should connect. What started casually soon turned serious in 2018, when the two became inseparable almost overnight. Friends and fans were surprised by how quickly their relationship developed. Only a few months later, Nick proposed during a romantic trip to Crete. Their engagement sparked intense public reaction. While many fans celebrated the relationship, critics questioned the age gap and even accused the couple of seeking publicity. Priyanka later addressed the criticism, pointing out the unfair double standard often applied when the woman is older than the man. In December 2018, the couple married in lavish ceremonies in India that honored both Hindu and Christian traditions. The celebrations reflected not only their love, but also the blending of two cultures and backgrounds. In 2022, they welcomed their daughter, Malti Marie, through surrogacy. Over time, much of the criticism faded, leaving behind a relationship that proved love does not always follow expectations, age stereotypes, or traditional Hollywood standards. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have become one of Hollywood's most admired couples, known not only for their success, but also for their humor, warmth, and genuine connection. Their love story began in 2010 while filming the superhero movie Green Lantern. Although the film was poorly received, it unexpectedly brought the two stars together. At the time, Ryan was still married to Scarlett Johansson, while Blake was dating her Gossip Girl co-star Penn Badgley. According to both actors, they were simply friends during filming. But by 2011, after both relationships had ended, circumstances changed. Ryan later recalled that the turning point came during a double date where each of them had arrived with other people. Despite the awkward setup, the chemistry between Blake and Ryan quickly became impossible to ignore. Unlike many celebrity romances, their relationship developed quietly and away from constant media drama. In 2012, they married in a private ceremony in South Carolina, attended only by close friends and family. Although Ryan is 11 years older than Blake, the age difference rarely became a major issue publicly because their relationship appeared so natural and balanced. Over the years, the couple built a strong family life and welcomed 4 children together. Fans especially admire the playful way they interact publicly, often teasing each other on social media with witty jokes and sarcastic humor. Behind the laughter, however, many people see a genuine friendship that has helped their marriage survive the pressures of Hollywood. In an industry known for short-lived relationships, Blake and Ryan have become a rare example of a couple who still appear deeply connected after years together. Zach Braff and Florence Pugh became one of Hollywood's most talked-about couples after quietly beginning a relationship in 2019. Their connection reportedly started while working together on Braff's short film, In the Time It Takes to Get There. At the time, Florence Pugh was rapidly becoming one of the film industry's brightest young stars, while Zach Braff was already well known for his role on the television series Scrubs. What immediately drew public attention was their 21-year age difference. Florence was in her mid-20s, while Zach was in his mid-40s, and social media reacted harshly. Online critics mocked the relationship with jokes, memes, and negative comments, with some accusing Braff of dating someone far too young. The criticism quickly became intense and deeply personal. Florence eventually addressed the backlash directly in a widely shared Instagram video. Calm but firm, she explained that she was an adult capable of making her own decisions and did not need strangers telling her who she should love. Her response earned praise from many fans who admired her confidence and honesty. Throughout the controversy, Zach mostly avoided public arguments, choosing instead to support her privately and keep their relationship out of constant media attention. Unlike many celebrity couples, they rarely relied on glamorous public appearances or dramatic headlines. Their relationship appeared quieter and more grounded, centered around creativity, shared projects, and everyday moments together. Although the couple eventually separated in 2022, both later spoke respectfully about each other. For many fans, their story became less about the age gap and more about two people trying to maintain a genuine connection under intense public scrutiny. Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble surprised many people when they first appeared together in 2014. Kris, the powerful matriarch behind the Kardashian-Jenner empire, had recently finalized her divorce from Caitlyn Jenner. At 58, she remained confident, glamorous, and fully in control of her career and family. Corey, meanwhile, was a relatively private figure from Atlanta who had worked in the music industry as a tour manager. He was 33 at the time, creating a noticeable 25-year age gap that quickly became a major talking point. From the beginning, many people questioned Corey's intentions. Even some of Kris's daughters expressed concerns on keeping up with the Kardashians, wondering whether he could truly fit into such a famous and complicated family. Because Corey kept much of his personal life private, some family members initially viewed him as distant or mysterious. Despite the skepticism, Corey remained calm and avoided public drama. Rather than seeking attention for himself, he quietly supported Kris during family events, vacations, and important milestones. Over time, several members of the Kardashian family appeared to grow more comfortable with him, and public criticism slowly faded. Unlike many celebrity relationships built around headlines and publicity, Kris and Corey's partnership has remained surprisingly steady for more than a decade. They have never seemed in a rush to marry, nor have they tried to constantly prove their relationship to the public. Instead, they appear to value companionship, loyalty, and privacy. In a family constantly surrounded by cameras and attention, their quieter approach to love may be exactly what has helped the relationship last. Steven Tyler and Amy Preston have drawn public attention for years because of their unusually large age difference and unconventional love story. Tyler, the longtime frontman of the rock band Aerosmith, reportedly met Amy Preston in 2012 when she began working as his personal assistant. At the time, she was in her early 20s while Steven Tyler was already in his mid-60s. For several years, the two worked closely together before romance rumors began appearing publicly around 2015 and 2016. Once they started attending events together, tabloids quickly focused on their 39-year age difference. The relationship generated even more discussion because Amy was younger than Steven's daughter, actress Liv Tyler. Critics questioned whether the relationship was appropriate, while others speculated about Amy's intentions. Despite the attention, the couple rarely addressed the criticism directly. Instead, they continued appearing together at concerts, award shows, charity events, and red carpets with little concern for public opinion. Over time, they appeared comfortable with keeping most details of their relationship private while still supporting each other publicly. Unlike many celebrity relationships filled with constant headlines and controversy, Steven and Amy's partnership has remained relatively stable for years. Friends close to Tyler have often described Amy as a calming and supportive presence in his life, especially after decades of fame, touring, and personal struggles. Although the couple has never publicly announced engagement or marriage plans, they have continued to stay together, quietly defying expectations and showing that unconventional relationships can sometimes endure longer than people expect. Megan Fox and Brian Austin Green shared one of Hollywood's most talked-about relationships, filled with passion, public scrutiny, and years of emotional ups and downs. Their romance began in 2004 on the set of the television sitcom Hope and Faith. At the time, Megan was only 18 and just beginning her rise to fame, while Brian, then 30, was already well known for his role on Beverly Hills 90210. Their 12-year age difference quickly became a subject of public debate. Despite criticism from tabloids and fans who questioned whether Megan was too young for such a serious relationship, the couple stayed together and became engaged in 2006. Their relationship, however, was never entirely stable. In 2009, they briefly separated, leading many people to believe the romance was over for good. Instead, the pair reunited and quietly married in Hawaii in 2010, away from major media attention. Over the next several years, Megan and Brian built a family together and welcomed 3 sons. To many fans, they appeared deeply connected despite frequent rumors of tension behind the scenes. In 2015, Meghan filed for divorce, but the couple later reconciled and attempted to repair the relationship. Their marriage became known for its repeated cycles of separation and reunion, reflecting both strong emotional attachment and ongoing challenges. Eventually, the relationship came to a permanent end, and both moved forward with separate lives. Even after the breakup, however, the two often spoke respectfully about one another and remained committed co-parents to their children. For many observers, their story became less about scandal and more about two people who genuinely loved each other, but ultimately could not make the relationship last forever. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. See you in the next one.